Hey, Shalom Israel. First off, I want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the sincere brothers that's pushing the word in sincerity and truth. I just wanted to put up a quick lesson, just basically in the time that we in right now, in the last days, in the year to push that we proclaiming. It's really just time to worry about like-minded men, as far as really building and really trying to bestow the things that the Most High has given us as far as this knowledge is concerned, man. Jake as a whole, like especially brothers who may have just came into the faith, we have a compassion and we have a concern for our people's state of being, but the scriptures tell us in Zechariah the 13th chapter that 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed because they're wicked. So the point of emphasis is on the elect and basically searching out like men who going to really receive this word and hold fast to the true doctrine and go out through faith and preach to try to wake up the other elect men, man. It's only time to really build and like-minded men of the elect, basically, It ain't really time to be worrying about no nigga who ain't gonna get it. Now, I have to qualify, it's a balance to everything. You might have brothers that's slower or brothers that maybe get lazy-minded at times and they may need that push. But just a guy who ain't really showing no effort, no improvement, no growth, man, we ain't in the time to really work with these guys, man. Because for one, you got to work out your own salvation, and we want to build a strong body, as we push the truth forward. So we only worried about like-minded men who serious about this thing, So, matter of fact, you got Revelation?
Yes, I do. This is Revelations 22:11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still.
That's right. So we go out, week to week, on the highways and the byways, pushing the word faithfully all through the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. And a lot of our people, even though they might come up and agree with some of the things that we're saying, man, we know that a lot of our people, 2/3, a majority of our people, they just not meant to get this thing, man. They gonna remain in that wicked lot that they was created from the foundation of the earth to be in, man. So with that being said, man, after you basically, because the scriptures also say, cast not your pearls before swine. So once we basically put out some of the basic things, if somebody's not really willing to get with it, man, then we just got to move on, man. And even for people or guys that are so-called in the truth, if a guy really not showing any growth, and he's been in the truth for X amount of years, and he ain't really putting forth any effort to better himself, and it's just being made manifest in his works, man, you just got to let that dude be, You got it, bro.
This is Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
That's right. That's pretty much plain to the cut, man. Can two walk together except they be agreed? And we are supposed to be all in one body, one spirit, one faith, under the umbrella of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. So we need to be around like-minded men. We ain't got time to dilly-dally and play around with no nigga or a so-called Israelite in the camp who ain't really his mind and his spirit not really into this thing. He ain't really counted the cost of what it takes to receive salvation, hopefully, man. So for guys or for just niggas in the world who gonna just continue to be wicked and not get with this thing, man, we just gonna let them be wicked, and we gonna continue to preach the word to the men that are set up to get it.
He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still.
Right. So we just gonna let a nigga be filthy still, Now, we're commanded by the Most High to make our bodies a living sacrifice and basically sound no alarm to all people, whether they hear or whether they forbear.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you got guys coming up and they just bullshitting and just really, because niggas like to be entertained. A lot of guys will come up commenting on the videos whenever it's a controversial video. We're past that time right now. If you ain't really serious-minded about this thing, man, really in my mind, I'm like, fuck you, man.
Hey, I agree.
And
but the scriptures say the same thing, man. In Ezekiel, it goes in perfectly what the brother's talking about. We're supposed to make our forehead hard against their forehead, man.
That's right.
And we're supposed to go out there and preach whether they're here or forbear.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be enmity, man. Mm-hmm. And at this point now, like the brother say, man, that line is being drawn to where it don't matter. It doesn't matter what you say anymore, man. Now it's about judgment, you know.
Right. And I gotta speak to the house of Israel, you know, brothers that's in the faith, man. Even and myself included, man. Like we really have to be about this thing, man. We really have to try to pray to the Most High to build our faith up so we can grow, man, and hopefully attain salvation. You ain't really supposed to stay on no one level or just be kind of slack or lax in this thing, man. Because even if you've worked with a guy to a certain point and he ain't really showing no point or signs of improvement, man, you just gotta let him do his thing, man. And we already know because the apostles push, and it's the truth, that the camps are gonna get smaller and smaller. And I hope that whatever small body that the Most High has remaining, you know, which is we know to be the elect that's gonna be saved, I hope me and the brothers around me are gonna be a part of it, you know. But that's the whole point that I'm making, man. We just gotta really spend our efforts and invest our time in like-minded, sincere, willing brothers who gonna really be about this thing, man.
That's right.
Or people who ain't awakened yet, you know, who could really maybe just ignorant. They don't got the information. Really working with those people, not some nigga who coming up agreeing with this, but he ain't really agreeing with that, man. We ain't finna try to edify. I'm not, at least no more. At least, you know, if I feel through the spirit, it's all through the spirit. Because there's certain times where you can use things like we had a nigga come out last week and we edified the camera. So if it was a hopeful elect watching, he could have been built up. But the point I'm making is, man, we ain't in the time to waste no time for somebody who ain't gonna really take heed to this thing, you know.
Brother.
Yeah, if I say this, once you get real, a little older and true, 'cause when you first come in, you trying to teach everybody. You know, if they're saying you thinking you got that one word or that one scripture that's gonna cut them and turn them around. But then as you go on 2, 3, 4, 5 years in this thing, you start to be able to gauge spirits. And then you see how people carry it, so you're like, man, this nigga ain't gonna get out. I'm not even gonna try to step to him now. If he come to me, I may answer his question or I might play him to the left, depending on how you feel in the spirit that day. But that comes with time and experience.
That's right.
And so but everybody goes to that first. You know, you trying to work with certain people, but after a while, that's why the camps are getting harder and harder now because we're growing in this thing. And then now sometimes we speak and we just ignore people. Yeah, exactly. You can tell by the way they came up. The scripture said, a man may be known by his gait.
Exactly.
So if you come up looking simple, with your mouth open, gawking and shit, like, man, look at this guy, man. He look like he take himself seriously now in the bullshit that he in.
That's right.
So how are you gonna expect him to take the truth serious?
That's right.
So it's just all about just growing this thing, you know, and that's what we're getting to, and we're understanding now, growing in the spirit of how Bashim Yashada, man. The hell with everybody else, man. We're gonna really start searching out in the spirits because it's time to really lock in on that elect and identify that somebody who really is about something or show themselves to take themselves somewhat serious.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Now, I want to qualify something. It's a balance to it, and everything is spiritual. Because sometimes you may have to deal with somebody who you already know from the jump who ain't going to really get it, and he ain't going to really take heed and come in. But like I was saying, that could edify somebody who is part of the elect. But hopefully through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we're getting built up in that level of discernment to know which situations to basically let the faucet of wisdom flow, so to speak, and when to shut it off and just shut them niggas down and just continue with the program that we was going to originally be about.
Exactly. Because ultimately it's about the scriptures coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have situations to where, hey, you might have it to where a brother have it on his spirit to bring out some precepts on him, man. You know? It's all about what the spirit says, man. You know? And it goes back into what the brother is saying, man. You know? You just have to gauge it, you know? You have to gauge when to speak and when not to. And you can't, you know, be upset when a brother has spirit on him to speak and you don't.
Exactly. But the main point is, because, man, our people, that word Jacob, Yaikwab, it means supplant. Our people are full of shit, man. Niggas are full of shit. And it's getting to a point, man, like, if you just coming up, just asking random questions, man, like, sometimes, like, you might deal, but it's going to be just times where we just going to shut you niggas off, man. And that's going to lead, ultimately, to the famine of the word that's coming, man. You know, because starting with the apostles on down, man, for guys that ain't really, that are really sincere-minded about coming into this thing, man, for the right reasons, counting the cost, man, we just going to move on, man. You know? Is there more to that?
Come on, brother. Revelations 22:11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still.
That's right, and that's hopefully the ones that was set up from the foundation of the earth to be the elect. We just gonna let the Spirit deal, man, and then we gonna let the Spirit deal on the other end for niggas who ain't set up to get it, man. We ain't in the time to be really worrying about it, getting all mad and bent out of shape because a nigga don't agree. You know, or a nigga get butt hurt. He might agree with 95% of doctor or 98%, like some niggas like to say, but then okay. The apostles teach that rape's in the Bible, which it is, but since a nigga don't have to understand it, or maybe based on how he sees things in his vain perception of reality, he can't deal with that. You know, we not gonna deal with it, you know?
That's right.
We just gonna move on, man. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
Is there more to that?
No, I believe that's it.
Okay. So, 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 55. And therefore, ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways.
Ooh, can you read that again, Bob Kashar?
Revelation, I'm sorry, Revelation. 2nd Ezra 8 and 55. And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish.
That's right. So we ain't supposed to be making no inquiries for niggas that we already know through the Spirit that's gonna be destroyed, man. Even if a guy, cause it's getting played out too, just cause a nigga cool, okay, so be it, man. But if you just know through the Spirit that the nigga ain't right, man, like the scripture the brother just read, let him be wicked still, man. Let him be filthy still, man. We gotta continue with the program that the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua set us up to be in, man, and teaching the elect. Go ahead.
Verse 56. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways.
That's right. So right now we in a time of grace to where we have liberty for the elect to basically come into the faith, learn who they are, learn the ways of righteousness through the law, and take heed, man.
That's right.
Keep the commandments, teach, do all of the above. But we got niggas that
they don't want to do
they ain't gonna, they just not built with that type of pedigree to do it. So we can't be concerned with them niggas, man.
That's right, man.
Like we always gotta push, man. This ain't some damn Black Power movement, man.
No, we don't just accept your faults. You have to correct yourself, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And within that statement, what I mean is, man, you can't just remain the same person, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go from glory to glory.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might have some, something that you're doing when you first come into this thing, but you have to have that want to change yourself, man, and become a better person, man. Not just accept that you are messed up. No, man. The Most High wants us to perfect ourselves, and that's what we're saying here, man. For cats who've been in this thing that want to get on comic boards, or just cats that's trying to get back into this thing, man. You have to really take yourself seriously and refine yourself.
That's
and
right.
for you cats that don't get it, like the brother's talking about, hey man, forget you.
Kind. Can you read verse 55 one more time, Bob Kashar?
2nd Ezra 8 and 55. And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish.
That's right. It says, ask no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. So as the standards get tighter in this thing, that's going to weed a lot of niggas out, man. And I hope that I can stay in the fold through this weeding out, through this purification process, so to speak, man. Because the scriptures talk about not following a multitude to do evil. The Most High, he's only dealing with a small sanctuary, man.
God.
So we already know, man, that a multitude of our wicked ass people, man, they're going to have to be cut down.
That's right.
So we ain't in the time to really worry about them, man. Just fuck them, man. Just let them do what they do, man. And if you just so happen to have to operate or deal with somebody in the world that's just kind of cool, just deal with them for whatever perspective level you got to deal with them for, man.
Yeah.
And move on, man. Don't just waste time like trying to bang a breakdown into this dude's mind if it's already seared in his conscience that he ain't gonna agree. Just move on, man.
Yeah.
Because like the brother made a point, like when you was young in the faith, man, you used to damn screaming, spitting,
getting into it with your roommate,
arguing with people, man. We ain't in that time no more, man. Like the scriptures do talk about being defenders of the gospel, and contend for the faith and all of those things, but it's a balance.
Coming.
You know, it's a balance, and right now the spirit's locked in heavily to the push for the elect to be sealed up, man, so we can get the hell out of here. You know.
Yeah, quick reset.
Can you get 2 Timothy 2? Bob, what I just
Go,
told you?
go.
Yeah, 2 Timothy 12, but I'm gonna jump to verse 10 though.
Okay.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sakes, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in the Mashiach Yahushua with eternal glory.
That's right. So all things are being done for the elect's sake. Paul, you know, his whole ministry, you know, and the things and the work and the labors that he put in, it was for the elect's sake, man. Because he knew the prophecies, he knew the promises that was set up for the elect. So that was his whole grind. It was for the elect, and that's the mindset that we should be in.
Yep.
The Yahushua was the same way. Matter of fact, somebody can hold John 17:9.
Man, I just heard that, man.
Well, I said, well, be follow to me as I follow Yahushua,
Okay.
man. So we got to come on that same steady, enduring all things, worrying about the elect.
Exactly.
Understanding that there's only a certain collection of people who's gonna get it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Paul understood that he even six Satan on certain guys before, you know.
Kind
So he didn't have compassion on niggas that ever didn't get it, man. He didn't give a damn about them. He was worried about the ones that was for the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it makes you more productive that way too, man, because we know the task at hand. We know through prophecy, once the elect sealed, man, pretty much all bets is off.
Yeah.
The destruction of America, all these things leading up into a kingdom is to follow suit once the elect is sealed up. So that should gear your mind to really focus in on the people that the Most High is dealing with.
That's right.
Now, we don't know who the elect are, so that's where that discernment and all of those things come into play. But really, man, like through the Spirit, if you've been in the truth for X amount of years and you're really sincere and the Most High is working with you, you should have a level of discernment to kind of know who to deal with and who not to deal with, man. As far as really sharing this precious knowledge that's been bestowed